Hello everyone, and welcome to this hopefully series where I'm going to catch all kinds of speed puzzlers from all around the world at one point and casually get them to puzzle with me and just chat a little bit over a nice puzzle. And my very first guest is going to be Viki.
Hi!
Also known as Viki Puzzles from Hungary. I'm pretty lucky that she lives very close to me, so it was easy to organize this rendezvous for this time. Let's introduce yourselves a little bit, if there's anyone who doesn't know who you are.
Hi everyone, I'm Viki from Viki Puzzles. As Fruzsi mentioned, I live in Hungary and I really love speed puzzling, more than relaxing puzzling, to be honest. And today I brought this, I think, familiar Ravensburger puzzle, which we will assemble together.
Yes,
it
is a puzzle that most probably everyone recognizes. I also recognize it.
Yes.
Yeah, first question is, how many times have you assembled this so far?
Not so much, I think maybe 2 times.
That's not even that much.
No, not really, but it had a really beautiful story for me.
Let's hear it.
So 2 years ago we had the Hungarian puzzle competition, and there my time was about 1 hour, and I got the 5th place with it. But I realized that some of the puzzlers were more faster, and I realized that it can be done really faster. So I have to practice, because the 1 hour is really not enough.
Yeah.
And this was the first puzzle which I got from my pile and started to really practicing with it.
Okay.
And that was the time when I didn't even flip up the pieces at beginning. So my time was 49 minutes with that technique.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, and months went by when I realized that flipping up the pieces at the beginning really helps.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It was actually pretty funny because we went to it was a German speed puzzling competition, and there was a girl who signed up for the competition as well, and she applied the same technique. That was the first time that she did speed puzzling at all, and so she just worked from the box and everything, and she actually got 3rd place.
Oh,
so
wow. It's a really nice technique.
She was pretty cool. Yes, so I would say let's open up and then we'll figure out what to talk about.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I will need the picture, but
yeah, I need the picture too.
Okay, then it will be a good place for it.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, let's flip, I would say. We have the image on the side, which is not in the frame, but we do need the picture, the both of us. Yes, which is, it kind of ties in with like the first question of like, what is your like main go-to technique when you're speed puzzling?
Yeah, the thing about me is that I cannot live without the picture. So I cannot imagine how people can do a puzzle without the image reference. Yeah, so yeah, I guess maybe about a year ago I started this flipping up the pieces technique. Yeah, maybe exactly 1 year ago, because it was in March, so yeah, more than a year. And I really hate sorting during it, because it slows me really, I guess. So I don't really sort the edge pieces, but maybe I should now. Maybe it would be better.
I do it out of habit, because like for me that's kind of my go-to thing, that I sort them. I don't always start with it, but I like having them like on the side, so that if I don't have anything else to do, then I can just go to the frame.
Yes, that's a good technique, and sometimes I realize that maybe it would be good to have the edge pieces in a different pile, but then it's too late and I don't start to sort them.
So then when you start puzzling, what is like the first thing that you would do? For example, with the postcard.
After flipping up? Maybe the red parts, I guess, because they really stay out of the
So like the flower on the top right and stuff like that.
Yes, and maybe the stripes,
and maybe the stripes.
Yeah. Yeah, so here are the edge pieces, but
Some edge pieces.
some edge pieces, yeah. I hope I get all of them. But I guess not everybody can sort them in at the beginning. So do you have some edge pieces among the others and realize that you just left them out?
Yes. So like I don't even try to find all of them because I think it's halfway impossible to like collect all of them in the first round.
Maybe that's why I hate it, because if I sort, then I like to know that everything is here that I need. And yeah, it's really impossible, and maybe that's why I don't even try it.
Okay, I will give you all the red things.
Oh, thanks.
So that you can start. Because I am not bad at sorting. I don't really like it. I only do it if I'm like casually puzzling. But yeah, it's not really that good with it. So like I'm not meticulous enough, I would say. And then yes, so you mostly do pick and place, I would say.
Yes.
It's actually very entertaining every time. Like I see, because of the co-hosting of the Euro Jigsaw Jams and the online competitions, like I get to see you puzzle quite regularly, and I actually enjoy it very much to see the way that the puzzle unfolds, because like yours is really like there's these islands of everything and then it just grows into one thing.
Yes, that's I like most about puzzling, that the little pieces come up together in a big picture and not just the tower and the flower.
Oh yeah.
But it's also really good, but when the little pieces comes together, it's really good.
It's a good feeling, yes.
Yes.
And then you were saying that the first time that you kind of speed puzzle, that was a competition already. So like, did you find speed puzzling first and then competitions, or did you find the competition first and then speed puzzle?
Yeah, I guess maybe the competition was the first.
Really?
Yeah, because at the beginning of my puzzling journey, with my videos, I set a timer and watched the time it takes to assemble them, but it wasn't really speed puzzling. I just was curious about how much time it takes. And since I love puzzling and I saw that there are competitions, I joined one of them and realized that it's not a bad thing. And on my first competition I got second place. So I felt that maybe that will be my thing.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, I guess competitions came first for me.
When was this? What year?
In 2022.
So it has been about 3 years that you have speed puzzled.
Yes, I think. And after that competition, I didn't really start to practice. I just continued what I did before. So yes, I think my big practice started about a year or year and a half ago. So.
And was this also a time when you found out about the World Championship, or did that still take a little bit of time? Like, how did you end up going to the World Championship? That was last year.
Yes, in 2023 I watched the stream, so definitely I knew about it. And one of my puzzle friends were there, so there were people to root for. But in 2022 I guess I didn't really follow what's happening there, so I just heard that there are events like the World Championship, but no, I didn't really think of it to join, or I couldn't imagine that I can be there, but in 2023 I felt a little sad that I'm not there. So that was when I decided that I want to be there at least once.
Oh yeah. And then how did you do at your World Championship?
Really good, thanks. Surprisingly good. So I didn't expect that. I got the 26th place, which was really surprising, and
I can imagine.
Yeah, I don't know how I did it because usually I'm not that fast, I guess.
Usually I'm not that fast, says someone in the top 30.
Yeah, but yes, it was really exciting. So I guess the excitement of the competition gave me some energy.
Oh yes, that I can understand.
Yeah, and in the first round I was, I guess, the 18th, and the second, the 36th. So I expected about 54th place.
Nice.
To follow the tendency, but it was a nice surprise.
Compared to what you were expecting, you definitely outshone yourself.
Yeah, but I stood, I guess, during the whole puzzling, which is not usually the case. I think that helped. And I wasn't that nervous, I guess, in the final round.
Really?
Yeah, I was really nervous at the first two, but at the final I felt that there's no more places to go, so...
Yes!
Sorry.
Yeah, that I can completely understand, because I also made it into the finals, like not at such a fancy placement, but I did make it into the finals, and it felt like it was basically just like a reward to like be able to go in there and keep puzzling. So it was not as stressful anymore to be in the finals, because you didn't have to worry about making it to another round or anything like that.
Yes, exactly.
Yes. And you didn't only compete in individuals at the Worlds.
Yes.
And as far as I can remember, you did pretty well in the pairs competition as well, with your usual partner Tekla,
Yes.
who we both know. Yes, tell me about the pairs competition.
To be honest, we practiced very, very lot. So every week, there was a few exceptions, but basically every week we came together and practiced, I don't know, 3 or 4 puzzles. So it was very intense, and I guess we improved a lot. So
do you have like comparison times of like how you started and what kind of average you had in the end, or you didn't track it that much?
We tracked it on the website, but I don't know that now. But I remember the feeling when we first assembled it in half an hour, a 500-piece puzzle, and it was really cool.
Oh yeah.
And it was maybe in February or in March last year.
Ah, okay.
Something like that. I don't remember it very well, but it was really cool. I guess.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, and we got the 28th place in pairs.
Which is also pretty cool, like compared to how fast pairs are getting now.
Yes.
It is a really, really cool time.
Yeah, and it was a 1,000-piece puzzle in the final round, and we assembled some of them, but we concentrated on 500 pieces. So, it was really good, because I guess we expected top 30, maybe. So.
Yeah.
I remember we achieved what we wanted, so...
Is this actually like a strategy for you going into competitions to like kind of estimate where you're going to be?
Yes, but maybe it's not that good.
What do you mean?
I guess sometimes I can get a little frustrated if I expect something which I realize that not really achievable.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not really good at estimating the times for a puzzle.
Ah, okay.
After so many puzzles, I still don't know how much time will it take for me. So yeah, it can be kind of frustrating, I guess.
It is a challenge for sure. Yes.
Yes.
Ah, I've been doing the tower upside down.
It's okay.
Yes. And then, pretty much like, what is your competition preparation strategy? So like, if you had to prepare for the Worlds all over again, if you had to start from scratch, what would you do? Or how would you start?
With this knowledge now, or?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good question. Basically, my strategy now is just to complete as many puzzles as I can. But maybe I should try without the picture some puzzles, because I guess it could help.
Yes.
Even if I have the picture at an event, but I realized that sometimes it's just too much time to find the detail on the picture, and it would be easier to just look around the pieces and find the place of some of them. So yeah, that's a thing I should practice, but I really enjoy finding details on the picture, so it's kind of difficult to me to let it go. So
yeah. That is something I can understand as well. Like it's always nice, but I think it's also kind of like a residue or a leftover from like the fun puzzling or casual puzzling. Because like if you have like 3,000 pieces and then you find like a small detail, that is like so much joy.
Yes, that's the fun part of it, I guess.
Exactly. And then yes, how many puzzles do you do? Like, how regularly do you speed puzzle if you can?
Yeah, when I have the time, I like to do 3 or 4 puzzles a day. That was the case before the World Championships, so maybe more.
Oh wow.
Sometimes 5 or 6 puzzles. It was a little exhausting, but I guess it's worth it. But usually I have days when I have times for more puzzles and days when I don't even start a puzzle because there wouldn't be enough time to finish, and I like to finish puzzles. So if I do a bigger puzzle, then I like it when I have more days in a row when I can work on it. Because I get a little frustrated when I see that, oh, there's an unfinished puzzle here and I cannot work on it.
And then if you just puzzle for joy,
sometimes it happens.
Sometimes. The first thing is, how often does it happen? And the other is, what like images do you choose? Or do you still kind of have like speed puzzling in the back of your head when you choose like fun puzzles of like a specific skill that you want to work on or anything like that?
Maybe, and that's not good. I guess. I like very busy and detailed puzzles because of the detail searching thing. It's really fun. A few months ago I got as a gift 1,500 piece puzzle, which was a landscape. Half of the puzzle was sky and the other half was grass.
Oh yes! And didn't it have like one little green thing in the middle or a flower? Red.
Yes.
Yes,
it was 5 pieces maybe.
Oh yeah.
Red flower. Yeah, and it was so much fun. Actually.
Okay. Cool.
I could use the picture for the grass. So that was easier, but I tried to practice the without picture strategy. For the sky, it worked really well. I started with it, and then I get a little bored. Okay. So for the grass, I had to use the picture, but I think the speed puzzle practicing was in focus there. Oh, that's not here.
I'm also not sure. Ah, there it is. This might be a faster puzzle than I thought.
Yeah.
What was your best time on this puzzle?
38 minutes. It's the last one. But I plan to do it again because I guess I can do better. I hope, at least. Ooh, so it's okay for me.
Too much chaos?
Yeah. Yeah, I like the pieces at their right position, but I don't want to steal anything from you.
you can move everything around. I chaos puzzle, so it's okay.
Yeah, that's cool. I cannot see through it, I guess.
I think I also can't that well. But I'm working on it to get it out of my head to like completely chaos puzzle, but it's still there. Yes, so I have created a little chaos here. Feel free to reorganize it.
Yeah, maybe that will be good for me, I guess. Here's the tower. Okay. So, and you were also at the World Championships.
Yes.
How was it for you?
Well, for me, it was not about getting into like the Well, it was about getting into the finals because I did know that I could make it. Yes. It was a little bit of a stroke of luck. Like I had a time of like barely under 50 minutes in the semifinals, and I was, I think, among the last couple of people who still made it with a minute of 49 something. I had the sea creatures. So I had the same puzzle as you did.
Yes. Oh, that was so cute.
It was adorable. I loved that puzzle ever since. And so I was super chuffed that I made it into the finals. And for me as well, it was just like walking into the final arena. That was a pretty exciting thing to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty special. And from then on, it was just, for the fun of it.
Yeah.
So like, for me, it was not really about the placement in general because I'm not that super fast. So I knew that I wouldn't be among the top 50, is what I knew going into it. So I just wanted to keep puzzling as long as possible and just enjoy the atmosphere, which I think is, the Worlds is really, really good for. So I want to repeat it next year, this year. We have formed a team already, so that's going to be pretty cool. I have a pair. We still have to start practicing. We don't live that close to each other, so we can't get together that often. But yes, we're going to try. We're going to be competing at an event this May, so we're going to see how it works, and hopefully we get to like practice a little bit more.
Oh, nice. And which event will it be in May?
The one that I'm organizing.
Nice.
So yes, it was a little bit like for my own benefit because there's not that many competitions around, or most of them are like big championships. And so I didn't want to like just keep going to these big championships and like travel far. So I thought I would organize for myself.
Nice.
And I'm not competing in individuals because I don't feel that it's fair. Because I'm the one picking out the puzzles. In that sense.
Yes, that's really cool of you too.
So I'm not going to be participating in the individual, even though I don't think that it would influence much, because I'm not one of the super fast people, and like in Germany there's a lot of people who are really fast, and so I am going to compete in pairs and teams though. The way I'm trying to make it fair is that I obviously don't tell my team and my pair of what the puzzle is going to be, but like because it's just pretty much just me and my husband organizing, like I can't outsource the task of like sorting out the puzzles and everything else for the competition. So I'm not going to tell my team what it's going to be, and we're going to be competing there for the first time, which is pretty exciting.
Yes, it's really.
And then this time we are going in with like a little bit of ambition in that like we would like to get like a nice placement, which would be like, I don't know, especially for team, we would like to be in somewhere around top 30, something like that. we'll see how it works out. We are going to be practicing a bit more for that. And then for pairs, I don't think we go in with like a specific idea. Not as specific as like you and Tekla. But we want to do well, and then we'll see how it turns out. And then for individuals, like it's hard because I think I'm a decent speed puzzler, but not super fast. So I'm not going to be in the top realistically, but I again want to do well. So it's it's that golden line of like ambition, but realistic viewpoint of like where I am.
Yeah, but what does it mean to be in top? So for you,
it's the achievement.
Top 50 is still pretty good.
Yes, but it's still not top 20.
Yes.
So like
that's right.
It's I don't know how ambitious you are in like your everyday life. In general, probably a lot.
Maybe.
And so, yes, it's like with everything else that you want to do well, and then you put pressure on yourself. You were saying as well that like you tend to like put up expectations that you're sometimes frustrated about afterwards. Yeah, I have the same thing.
Yes. Yeah, but it really depends on the picture, I guess, because you can be really fast with some type of pictures, and then you get, for example, a landscape, which is not your fit, and then you could feel that maybe that speed puzzling is not for me, but that's not true. It just wasn't your day, I guess.
Yes. And do you ever have that?
Yeah. Yes.
You have a specific example?
Yeah, I'm thinking of it. One of the Eurojigsaw jams, we got this Nathan puzzle with Corza. And I guess that was my worst. EJJ.
Yes.
It was more than an hour for me, and the 30-something place. And I felt awful because, and not because of the placement, because it can depend really who participate in that one. And there were many really great puzzlers, so that was not the problem, but the time, because I felt that it should have been more fast for me. And I tried the puzzle next day. I don't know, short memory maybe helped there, but I improved, I guess, 12 minutes.
Yeah, that's not a little.
Yes, and I realized that it should have been much better.
Oh yeah. And then how do you like, battle the feeling of disappointment? Like what do you do to like get over it?
Likely, I try to think about the thing that everybody can have a bad day. And maybe luckily, maybe not so luckily, but I got bad days in speed puzzling, and there was a time before the World Championships, maybe in August, when two of my puzzling were terrible. And I felt that, maybe that's not my thing. And I rested it for a few days, and then picked up a puzzle, and it was a really great time. I don't really remember what were these times, but it was surprisingly good. And I realized that sometimes you need to rest a little and don't freak out if a puzzle doesn't succeed like you want it to be, because sometimes this happens, I guess.
Oh yes.
So yeah, I don't really have a strategy for it. Just don't panic.
Just don't panic.
Guess. Yeah.
It is a good piece of advice.
Yes. And it works.
It works just as well for like puzzles when you unwrap the box and then all of a sudden you see something you don't want to do.
Yeah. These are the landscapes for me, because they are terrible.
Oh yeah.
They are really nice and beautiful, but they're really difficult, and the problem for me is that you cannot really find the details on the big picture because you have 200 pieces of grass and
yes, exactly.
yes. So I'm not really good with them, but I try to improve it, and maybe I could, because I tried again the, what is the name of it, the thunderstorm or something like that, the panorama.
Oh, it's not the pink thunderstorm, not the one that they used in the pairs. It's that field, the panorama picture.
Yeah, with the lightning.
Yes.
In the center.
Yes.
Yeah, that was, I guess, 75 minutes for me at first. And a few weeks ago I tried it again and it was 45 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
which is half an hour improvement, so maybe I'm not that hopeless. There.
Hopeless.
Yeah, so.
And then how often do you repeat puzzles? Because you were saying that you redo them after some time. Like, do you give yourself a break? Do you have like a specific time that you let them rest, or?
Not really, but I like to leave about at least 2 months, because my short-term memory is not so bad for puzzles, so I can remember a piece exactly where it should go. And I guess that 2 months is the time when I met so many other puzzles, and time flies and I forget them, and maybe that's the time when I can say that it can be counted as a first try, but definitely not.
Yes.
But that it's not so affected by my previous puzzling. Yeah, so not really specific times, but I'm happy if I can do the same puzzle after 2 months, because I still have it.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah,
do you get a lot of puzzles that are lent to you, or?
Yes, a lot of them, because there are so many kind puzzlers, and when they heard that I practice for the World Championship, then they came to me and said that here are my puzzles, you can borrow them and practice.
So nice.
Yeah, I was so moved, because I don't know exactly how many, but I guess maybe 100 puzzles were borrowed to me. So
nice.
Yeah, and there were really rare ones.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It is a testament to like the Hungarian puzzling community, which I actually wanted to ask you about.
Oh.
A really good transition between topics.
I didn't know about it.
So yes, tell me a little bit about like the Hungarian puzzling community, because there are these big competitions that are advertised on Instagram by us mostly, who go there.
Yes.
And so they are really, really special. Most of them are only open to Hungarian competitors. So yes, it's a little bit like, I guess, a mystery to foreigners of like how it works. And just tell me a little bit about like how big the community is, what events there are, things like that.
Oh, you can ask me about the numbers, but I don't really know.
I don't need specific numbers.
I guess compared to Hungary, maybe it's not a little community. I guess, because I was surprised how many people love puzzling. Before I joined these groups on Facebook, I didn't know that other people love puzzling, because I didn't know anybody.
Yes.
Who would love it. So it was really refreshing, and that was the time when I really started to get into this world, because I had the chance to swap puzzles and know about new brands, for example. And I made many friends. Through puzzling.
That is really, really cool. I had the same experience that like it's a very open community in general. Yeah. Like people are quite friendly, and like you go to an event and you don't know anyone and you still kind of feel welcome.
Yeah.
Which I think is really, really cool. And then there's a lot of events that are organized in Hungary as well. Is that correct?
Yes, yes. Oh, sorry, I missed that. Okay. Yes, usually we have 3 events organized by MOPE.
The Hungarian
Okay.
Association.
Yes. The one is called Puzzle Fun Party.
Yes.
Maybe something like that, where you bring a 500-piece puzzle with you and everybody brings one. And we sit at the tables next to each other. Everybody starts the puzzle, and after 10 minutes, we sit next.
You move tables.
Yeah, yes. And we have to continue the other puzzle.
That is so cool.
Yeah, and after 10 minutes, you switch the tables and you have to start over again. Which puzzle are you working on? And you have to get used to it, and you have only 10 minutes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and it's really interesting that many fast puzzlers are on these events, and the puzzles gets completed really slowly.
Really?
Yes, because most of the time you just sit there and wonder what the other person did.
Oh no,
Yes, for me, when I get to a table where every piece was in the middle, which I can't handle, 7 out of the 10 minutes was okay, so I put aside the pieces.
Oh no,
And when I finished that, okay, so what's in the picture?
Cool.
Yeah, and ring bell, and I have to move to the next table. So it's really fun. You can get to know new brands, because everybody tries to bring a puzzle which would be interesting for them. And you can meet new people, because you sit next to them and in front of them, and sometimes they switch the system, so you don't have to sit to the table next to you, but they randomize a number. And then you can get new puzzle friends to talk to by puzzling. Yeah, weren't you?
I have never been, no, because I'm so far away, I can't travel that much to participate in these events, but it is a cool idea to maybe try next time.
Yeah, I hope you can get there, because it's really fun.
It is really cool. And so most of the events that are organized are fun events, so swaps and this kind of fun party.
Yeah, and we started this year the Puzzle Club, which is held monthly. And we just get there, everybody brings the puzzles, usually which are a little difficult or or just waiting in the to-do pile for years, and you just hope that somebody will help to do it. Where does it go? Maybe that.
Somewhere there. There.
Ah, thanks.
Yes.
So in February, I guess, I brought a puzzle which I bought about 5 years ago.
Oh no.
Never get to it, and okay, it's time to do it, so we finished that. But it was a really difficult puzzle, so it wasn't a bad choice to bring that one.
And was it finished?
Yes, 1000-piece puzzle, Gallison, and it has the astrology theme with a gradient from blue to purple, maybe, and it's foiled.
Yes.
And yeah, it was difficult, but it was fun, so.
Cool. And then, how many competitions do you get to go to in general, in a year?
Offline competition?
Both.
Offline we have one in a year in Hungary. Last year there were 2, but basically one. And yeah, I guess maybe that these are the competitions I can join. Unfortunately, it's not that much, but luckily last year started the online competitions,
Mm-hmm.
and there I try to join at least one a month,
Mm-hmm.
but it's usually more
Yes.
because I just can't choose which date I should go, and then I join more.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess 2 maybe
Mhm.
in a month. Yeah, I can guess that. Oh, it's a little dish.
There's one that is a little broken, yes. It works.
We can
It
find
was
it
the-
later. I guess.
That's going to be the reference point.
Yes.
Yeah, so then pretty much just one competition a year.
Yeah, I guess.
And then what keeps you going to competitions? What is like how do you find the motivation? Or do you actually have to motivate yourself? Do you ever have like burnouts or when you just don't want to puzzle at all? So like how much do you have to push yourself?
I guess not so much. It just comes naturally.
Mm-hmm.
So there wasn't really a time where I didn't have the power to go to a competition. I always really looking forward to them.
Mm-hmm.
I try to think about times when I didn't want to speed puzzle. Maybe very few.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, 1 or 2 days later it went away. So it's not that much time, I guess, if I have to heal a little from it.
Mm-hmm. So in general, you don't puzzle just for the competition. So like you like the puzzling in itself as well.
Yes, of course. I try to improve because I see that there is room for improvement.
Mm-hmm.
I hope I can be better if everybody else can get faster and faster. I saw that everybody practiced a lot and everybody gets better. So
Oh yeah.
so maybe it's not the end time that I can reach. I hope, but we will see. I don't know if you realized how much the average time in a competition improved. It's insane, I guess.
Yes. Well, just to think about like how when the first time that I found out about speed puzzling,
Mhm.
that was January 2023.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was like I looked it up, I didn't find it through the Karen Puzzles video like most
Mhm.
people, but I actually found like the World Jigsaw Puzzle
Ah.
website
Mhm.
first.
Oh.
And then I started looking into it after I signed up. And
Wow.
so I started looking into it, and then I saw the times of like an hour, 50 something
Yes.
minutes, and I was thinking, yeah, I could easily make it into the finals. I can do that.
Yeah.
And I could do that, but like all of a sudden in 23 when we were there in Spain, all of a sudden that was not enough or almost not enough. So like if you do like an hour average, that's kind of like risky already for getting into the finals, I think.
Yes.
And people are getting insanely fast.
Yes, I guess there was a round where people didn't get to the next round with 52 minutes or something like that, and
Yes.
it's cool and terrible at the same time because these are really good times, and you don't get to the next round with them, and it can be really stressful, I guess, because you are really good. And then you just realize that it wasn't enough, and it's not cool.
Yeah, that's it can be pretty disappointing, and I think that it's partly like a challenge that at one point like speed puzzling as a sport has to address, because there's so many people who are like pretty good with like a 55 average, which is a really, really good time. But compared to the people that are producing like 30-minute times, they are never going to get placements at competitions.
Yes.
And it's sad in a way that they don't get like rewarded
Yeah.
in that way, because like of course if you like puzzling you will keep going to competitions, but it can get harder and harder if you feel like you're not getting anything out of it. So it might be a risky thing in the future for the sport in general.
Yes, and it would be so sad if somebody just gave up because of this.
Exactly.
But in the Hungarian competition we had 2 categories. For example, for individuals, so there was the professional and the amateur. There wasn't really any rules which category you should join, but last year's results, I guess the first 10 in professional should go to the professional next year, and the first 3 of the amateur should join the professionals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, and on your competition you have also more categories.
Yeah, it was partly inspired by the Hungarian competition, because I think it's a really good initiative. And like feedback from people that signed up for the competition is kind of like showing that to me as well, because when I announced it, I had people write to me of like, hey, this is so great, because like I finally have a chance to puzzle and maybe finish the puzzle on time, because like the rules that I put up is that those can enter the beginner who have not competed officially before, or that they haven't managed to finish a 500 piece in 90 minutes. And so
competitions.
Yes. I said only live competitions because there's no way I'm going to check all the online ones. But there's a lot of people who have been to like I don't know how many competitions, 2, 3, and they have never finished on time. So like this might give them a chance to like feel successful. At least I hope.
Yeah.
So yes, that's one of the inspirations.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah, organizers I think are going to have to start like figuring out ways to like keep the puzzling interesting.
Yes.
Because it's going to be like a big job, especially once people start producing 20-something minute times.
Yeah, I guess it's not that far away.
No, probably not. And then do you think there's like a physical limit to what time people can reach?
Yeah, I think there should be.
There should be.
Yeah, because it's just physics that if you get out the pieces of the bag and it's not assembled already, then it needs sometimes. But I don't know. I guess the 25 minutes maybe that limit, but maybe there are better times now.
Maybe. I don't know. We can revisit this discussion in a few years and then see if you were right.
Yes. Yeah, but maybe now there are better times than it, so I don't know.
Probably. I don't exactly know what are the best times. Like pairs are competing about 10 minutes something, I think, to like go under 20.
Yes.
So it's it is definitely a challenge. And then of course the fast competitors also have to find their own fun. So it's like to like push boundaries, which is also pretty cool.
Yes, try new type of pictures maybe. And I hope that speed puzzling doesn't get there, that every puzzle will be super hard because of them. Because these cute pictures are really good, and we want to assemble more of them. Yeah, but for some people it's just 20-something minutes, and maybe it's... I don't know, I guess there are 2 opinions about it, that it's good to get an easy picture on a competition or not, because I guess it's really exciting to watch puzzling in 20-ish minutes, but on the other hand, you finish the competition in 20
Yes,
minutes.
Exactly. No, I was about to say the same, that like it's a spectacle to see, like at the Worlds when they had the boathouse puzzle. You did the boathouse.
Yes,
right.
I was in that one.
Yeah, you were in that part. Like to see the first place finisher, it was Kristin.
Yes.
right? Yeah.
Yes, with 20.
To see the
20
first place
something.
finisher with 20 something minutes, that was cool. That is pretty exciting. So it's for the audience, it's exciting.
Yes.
And then the hard puzzle is a challenge for like the good competitors, but then it's like it's demotivating for others at a point.
Yes. Yes.
Especially if you have to count at the end, which is then like always it's not nice to count.
Yeah. Yes. It's not.
And then last piece.
Good.
Puzzle is done. Very nice.
Job.
We didn't measure the time, but I guess it was somewhere around 50 minutes.
Maybe.
40 something minutes.
Yeah.
I will have to take a look at the footage and I can then calculate it.
It's a new world record, I guess.
Oh yes! While
This
chatting.
puzzle.
So yes, this was the London Postcard. It is a very popular puzzle.
Yes.
And I was actually thinking as we were puzzling of like what makes it so good, do you think?
I don't
Or
know.
popular?
To be honest, I don't know because this is one of the most assembled puzzle, maybe one of them. I don't know. It looks not really unique for me, to be honest.
No, it's not
it's
my
just-
type of image either. So
I like it, but I like many other pictures.
Yes.
So maybe the different color sections make it easy, I guess. For many people, the tower is easy because it's the same color and it's only on that part of the picture. The little texts help, and the different background for the text. So you can say that, oh, this is a text with a red background, then it goes to that corner. So I guess maybe
probably
That's
because
the-
of like all the different textures and colors, it has enough gradients in it.
yes, and there are no two same puzzle pieces. So everything has a little detail in it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
that is also true. Yeah, it is always like a good little challenge. Next time you can try to go for under 30 minutes with it.
I can try, but yeah, we will see.
And yeah, just a fun question for speculation. What postcard do you think will come up at the next World Championship?
That's a good one.
Because we have had Paris, we have had the Statue of Liberty, so New
Yes.
York, we had London, could be Sydney.
Which one?
Sydney.
Sydney?
Could be Sydney.
Yeah, maybe. But I'm thinking about a huge tower building.
Rome. Pisa.
Pisa.
Pisa
Yeah, maybe
postcard.
that's one.
Yes. We can also rewatch this one to see if we were correct.
Yes.
Yes, at one point. Yeah, this was definitely fun. Thank you
Yeah.
very much for puzzling with me
thank you
and
for
speaking a
having me.
little bit.
Yeah, it was really fun.
It was a good chat. And yes, hopefully you have found out a little bit more about Viki Puzzles. You can follow her on Instagram. You can
thank you.
I will link everything. And yes, I'll see which speed puzzler I can catch the next time. See you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.